you have any picks, Morgan? Who do you think?
I'm not going to be biased unless I see. Oh, we got Jigglypuff! It's for Dusk. I'm for Dusk. Dusk till dawn, baby. Let's go.
Oh my gosh! All right,
so
well,
excited.
hey, if Morgan's gonna sell out for Dusk, I'm gonna be riding with Weems here, I believe, and Sam as they've gotten it done so far. You got a little cash. If you cash the bracket, there's that sleep coming out. Dusk looks like a natural with Jiggly.
Yeah. Oh, and I like
man.
that we have both of the characters have a little bit of it. Oh, maybe not. I lied. I take it back. I'm loving the little hat that we have on Jigglypuff. Thought I saw a flower on Samus, but that wasn't right.
Little Christmas beanie type going on.
Yeah.
Well, Dusk already putting pressure on Weems that we have not seen yet. Doing a lot of damage to him on his first stock, but
look at Jiggly go! Yes!
Dude, Weems making me hold my breath there. I was going to say, one thing we've seen about Weems is that even when he's at a super high percent, he just will not die, right? I thought Dusk was maybe going to prove me wrong there, and he finally will. The Caster's Curse can only be delayed for so long. And Dusk picking up an early lead here. We have yet to see Weems with his back against a wall like this. Oh, man, and Dusk
I'm loving the charged attacks, too. This is where Samus needs to be on top of, or Weems needs to be on top of their defense and utilize that shield that they have.
Yeah,
because
100%.
If Jigglypuff gets in with that charge, it's, GG.
Yeah, well, and also, Jigglypuff, or, playing online in general, right? Always, a tiny bit of delay with grabs and with shielding and stuff. Being able to predict that, I think will make a huge difference, especially with Samus, where you have a little bit more flexibility since she does have that longer grab with the leash. But, man, we're seeing Dusk be all types of aggressive right now.
I'm curious to know if we're gonna if Dusk is gonna get another stock off on Weems, because there's
the curse. I'm not. The curse.
Why do I keep talking? I don't understand. Just sipping it. Oh my goodness.
Dusk did a lot of work before being able to take down on that first stock, and now pretty much a full stock lead over Weems. He's looking to be in a really good position, and didn't really see this coming, but it looks like Weems might be dropping this very first game. Dusk putting himself in a great position to maybe take control of this showcase.
I think, I believe it was Weems, where, they were losing in their first match, and then they came back for the second two and did really well. Was that Weems, or am I remembering wrong?
That's a great. I think it was Weems. It was Weems versus Leif.
Right. Yes.
Saw
Okay.
Weems
Yeah.
just really start to turn it on.
And so if maybe Weems loses this for the next two rounds, we're gonna see Weems come back. But I'm honest to God, if Jigglypuff is gonna be the character for the rest of this showcase, my money's on Dusk.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised to not see Dusk going for a rest when he's has such a basically a one stock lead and already at high percent. But he's gonna get punished there, missing the sing, and Weems able to bring it back to one stock apiece. But
there it is. There it is.
Dusk gonna punish him with the edge guard, and Dusk picking up that first game in this set between them.
Wow.
Remember, of course, 3 games in each set. They will play out all 3. But that's really, really big for Dusk, putting the pressure on Weems. If Dusk can win out, I think he just has one more matchup against, I believe it's Deez. After this, Deez has been struggling already in the showcase. A lot on the line here in this matchup are our 2 strongest competitors, 2 leading competitors so far.
Oh, I cannot tell you how happy my heart is right now seeing Jigglypuff win in a tournament. I know I got roasted by my younger brother for always picking Jigglypuff in Brawl. So the inner child in me right now is gushing seeing Jigglypuff win in a competitive tournament like this. So,
and I love seeing the chat get after it. That's my Dusk till dawn.
Jiggles for president.
Jiggles for president. I love it. Weem team is strong, but Dusk is, oh man, we'll see. Observes is still out here saying D's will rise from the ashes. I would love to see it too. But what I really want to see is who will pick up this pivotal second game. Dusk has the opportunity to kind of clinch it here if he can pick it up. Meanwhile, Weem's back against the wall. Needs to tie it up
Mr.
here,
Game
take
and
it to that
Watch.
game 3. Wow.
What a
Now
change of pace. This
this was
wow.
definitely
I'm thrown
not a
off.
character I was expecting to see from Dusk, but
Me either.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna be honest, I
Game &
wasn't
Watch,
expecting to see Game & Watch at all this showcase. This was kind of one of the characters I didn't think people played him, honestly.
well, he's honestly a really strong character, definitely a glass cannon, right? But a
Yeah.
great counter to Samus, especially with all the projectiles that Samus has. Game & Watch has that bucket he can use to catch projectiles and shoot them back. And just saw a great example of that right there. But again, it seemed like Dusk had been doing so well, both with Jigglypuff and the variety of characters they've been using. A little bit surprised to see this Game & Watch pick come out.
Yeah. This is kind of fun to see. Seen a bunch of people like change up their characters, but this one is just, you just don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, the choice is which of all the characters are they gonna pick, rather than are they gonna stay? Because I mean, odds are I feel like Dusk just doesn't like to commit, and I get it.
Well, one thing that might be really big in his favor too is that not a lot of players. It's really hard to play against Mr. Game & Watch, right? Not a lot of players use them. Even when they do use them, it's hard to find a really good Game & Watch main. But
Look
Dusk
at
right
that.
now,
Wow.
doing his absolute best to prove me wrong, going so
Yeah,
hard
seriously.
right now. Oh, and that's a great stun. Can't really follow up on it. But Dusk is still on his third stock right now. He's got Weems down to his last one and Weems just can't get the finishing blow, which he needs to do. He cannot afford to take more damage here.
What you were talking about earlier about being able to predict Samus's projectiles, Dusk has got it going on. He had that recovery on the edge, and as soon as he got on the edge, had a shield and was able to dodge Samus's projectile, which is so cool to see, honestly.
I love Kiharu in the chat calling me out, saying Meister is top player in the world right now. He's a Game & Watch main. Shockingly, not talking about professional players in this context, but rather the more casual players that these gamers will be facing against. But the point remains, right? Game & Watch is a very strong character, and it's very, very possible to play him well. Not easy to play him well.
I guess
definitely a difficult character to pick up.
Let me correct myself. I think RNGs are kind of a gamble to play with, and since Game & Watch kind of has that ability, same with Hero, it's a gamble to use them in tournaments. But I stand corrected. This is an epic matchup. I'm take it away, Ryan. I don't have any more to say.
No, you're absolutely right. Game & Watch, a precision character needs to definitely hit, like you said, on some luck. But right now, Dusk doesn't seem to need any luck. He is
Not
having his way with Weems. Weems bringing it back a little bit, but at this point, Dusk seems to be so far ahead. It'll be really an amazing comeback if you can counter sweep him here.
Right. Well, this is what I was talking about. Weems gets angry, and we finally see like Weems' abilities come out with Samus, and we're getting that now because we're 1-1.
Yeah, and Samus has to be really careful here. Game & Watch with his hammer will hit when grabbing on the edge, and a great drop there to avoid that. But finally Dusk able to get that finishing blow. And now Weems down 0-2. He needs a win here, and then he needs a little bit of luck after to really secure his spot in this showcase. I am getting just absolutely ripped apart because apparently I have not acknowledged Dusk as the best player in the world. My apologies. We'll see if he can, if that reigns true, if he can win that game 3. But right now, as far as the showcase goes, he might as well be. He is just looking so dominant. He did drop a game to Leif, which was interesting, but you know, very, very, which is interesting actually. Leif picked up one game off of Weems and Dusk. But right now, Dusk looks like he's in a great position to sweep Weems.
I think you're right. Well, have a lot of things on my mind, lots of things to say, and I just
Lots of
gotta
things.
put them in order really quick.
Yeah.
I'm I hope to see a new character, obviously. Um,
Mm-hmm.
what would be a good strong character for Dusk who's just good at everything? You know, I think there could be someone out there or a character out there that uh, is just gonna blow it out of the water if Dusk gets their hands on them.
Yeah, you do got to wonder what is Dusk's main, or Dusk's main, right? And Kiara making a great point in the chat. He did
Yeah, that
lose
is a
to
really good
LA
point.
Noir
I was just
Kirby.
thinking
Can't
that.
even go. I don't know. But we can check the scoreboard right now and see where they're all sitting at. Currently, Weems in first place still with 5 wins and 20 stocks. He's got just 1 stock lead on Leif right there. But Dusk, if he can win out, he'll also get to 5 wins. And Dusk has a whole nother series to play against D's coming up after this. Both Weems and Leif, I believe, are done. So, Dusk,
Oh wow.
really the only way I can see Weems getting out of this with a showcase win is Weems needs to win this last game, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Yep.
first thing. If he loses, then he needs D's to just absolutely run through Dusk, to absolutely sweep him. And then things get super interesting. Things get really weird then. But very, very interesting scoreboard right now. Definitely leaning in Dusk's favor, but also still anyone's tournament so far. And Leif again is still there, still kind of lurking. I think he might be kind of locked into at least second place right now, but he definitely made things interesting by taking a game off of both those gamers.
I think D's has gotten comfortable with the characters that they've kind of gotten to play with, Pyra, Sephiroth, or whatever. I'm hoping to see them use Sephiroth again now that they've found something that fits them the most.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it could be kind of change the scoreboard a little bit if Deez decides to kind of sweep the board. How likely that is, I don't know, but we've got the game coming up here in a second.
I guess we'll find out. Mode? I think we do. Yaru's saying the last game sing mode, and I think it's only fair, Morgan, if you give them another little taste of those pipes.
Is this because I'm an intern? Is this because
no, 100% no. It's because you're the color commentary,
right?
And color is all about adding life to the stream.
Sure, Ryan. Sure, Ryan.
Plus, I'm an old man. I couldn't possibly sing what the youth of today are looking for.
Okay,
but
can we save it for later? Because I will definitely use it for.
Well, how about we save it? This is a big game here. We need to be dialed in. We'll save it for after this
we'll use
game.
It for the last. Okay.
Because I also want to talk about seeing Dusk sticking with Game & Watch here. I think he found his character. He felt really good with him last game. He was up to a 3-1 lead. Obviously Weems was able to bring it back a little bit. But another thing that we have to consider is that Weems has seen this Game & Watch already. He maybe is onto his tricks a little bit more. Before, when Dusk was kind of changing characters every single time, probably pretty hard for Weems to get a good feel for his playstyle. Playing against his character for the second time in a row, I bet we see him adapt a little bit more. This game be a little bit closer, and already we're seeing him put a lot of pressure on.
Weems is what I've learned is a quick learner, and definitely feels out the moves for sure, and then kind of uses their fury and rage and like their want to win to definitely knock their opponent out of the park. So like things are getting exciting now. Can't wait to see where this goes. But
the 9.
Dusk said, not today.
Wow, and that is super, super lucky for Dusk, getting that and being able to tie it back up to 2 stocks. All that lead that Weems had worked so hard to build on that first stock just gone now.
Yeah.
And he's got to be upset about that. He's got to be feeling that a huge momentum shifter for sure. And Dusk going crazy right now from
really?
Goro. But hey, Weems seems to be making the most of this second stock. Got Dusk up to 61% before he took any damage, but just like basketball, Smash is a game of runs. And Dusk able to bring it back just a little bit here.
I think Weems here just needs to avoid the hammers that Game & Watch has, because that stun, it's deadly.
100%. And, it's hard because, Game & Watch doesn't really have a whole lot of projectiles in his toolkit per se. But his ability to use Samus's own projectiles against him is so dangerous.
Look at Weems go. Coming back. What?
Oh, man. Dusk is working hard with it. Doesn't care.
Wow. What was that all about?
I'm
speechless.
Dusk doing his best Leif impression. If he's going to die, he's going to make sure they pay for it immediately after. And just like that, again, any lead that Weem had worked for is now gone. We are now down to 1 stock each and pretty even at that. Weems has the stage right now, has the zoning, and he's making life really hard for Dusk as he tries to get back. Big whiff there, but Weems doesn't capitalize with the shield. Oh, a huge shot, and now Dustin at 100%. Weems looks like he might be able to take one back.
There they go. No, Weems is angry, and Weems is going to take this win. That's exactly what they want, and that's exactly what they did. Weems with the dub.
And that, I believe, pushes Weems up to 6 games. He takes sole possession of first place. And now pressure is on a little bit on Dusk. I think Dusk is going to need a sweep here. Yep. No, maybe not a sweep. I think he needs to win 2 games off of D's. So really, if Weems wants to have any hope at holding on to this showcase, he needs D's to show up. D's, who has been struggling all night so far. Can he be Weems' hero?
Can D's do it? There you go. There's the sing mode.
There's the sing. There's the sing that we were holding. Oh, man. And hey, it was worth it. I'm glad you saved it. Okay, guys. Well, hey, we're going to be taking one more break before our final series of the night. That is Dusk versus D's. Pick your favorite D now in the chat. We'll be right back.